Hey everybody, Adjective Gaming here. So I wrote a simple Python script that scans a list of 45,000 video games, and it chooses a game for me to play at random. This is Let's Play. Hey everybody, I'm still a little stuffed up. Today is November 7th, 2016, making tomorrow election day. So let's just hope for one last good game before everything goes to shit. Okay, America? Metal Slug X. So for those of you who don't know, or were born after every arcade was torn down in 1995, is that Metal Slug series is a run-and-gun arcade game with amazing pixel art. It was a co-op game, everybody loved it, everybody was playing it. So I'm going to insert $10 worth of credits, which is completely unheard of. No kid has $10. It's called Metal Slug X, but it's not Metal Slug 10, this is Metal Slug 2. So back in the 90s, X actually just meant cool. You know, like X Games? Yeah, so X Games is probably the only thing. So growing up, I played a lot of this game, though. But I never beat it. So I remember these creepy portraits that I never really got it. Like, they have... Usually, for Japanese games, they always try to pretty up their, like, their characters to a degree to make them, you know, make them look cute as shit. They also had really weird names. I don't know what the backstory is. Are they Americans? It seems like an American setting. So as I said earlier, it's a run-and-gun shooter. You shoot enemies. You save prisoners. That prisoners give you points or power-ups. There's a bunch of different weapon types. There's flamethrower, rocket launcher, there's homing missiles, there's a gun that shoots tiny airplanes that go on the ground and blow people up, and then there's like a cannonball bouncing gun, and there's vehicles. That's another main thing of this game is there's tanks, there's bipedal things, I don't know what they're called, with jetpacks on their back. Also you have bombs, and your bombs can turn into Molotov cocktails, and there's just a bunch of stuff going on in this game. Great art. Bosses, mini-bosses, bosses are massive. Like, this game used to look amazing. Now I can talk and talk and talk, but it's time for a story. So growing up, there was two arcades. One was predominantly filled with fighting games, fighting cabinets, and where I live, the majority of the people in those arcades were Asian, and they were very good at what they played. So, you know, you can put in your tokens, and you're just gonna get beaten. Rush you in the corner, do an infinite combo, you don't even get a chance to press any buttons or react, you're just gonna lose. So you get all salty and just go play Gauntlet Legends. Now the second arcade was filled with non-fighting games, more ticket games, you can win prizes, and games like Metal Slug and Tumble Pop, and games that were more fun and co-op, you work together, it's not so much player versus players. So then a little later, when I was probably 15, a third arcade opened up. And then the one thing I figured out was that, so you put $1 in, you get 10 coins. They had no ridges. You know where else they have ridges? The second arcade place. Now the second arcade place operated with a $1 you get 4 coins. I whipped up this master plan. I go to the third arcade place, dump a bunch of money, get a bunch of tokens, go to the second arcade place, play for a lot cheaper. And it did work. I don't know how they figured it out, but they pinpointed that I was cheating the system. One of the employees, this 50-year-old Asian woman, was just angry at me. She said she's gonna call the cops. She didn't really understand English and she kind of gave up. But that was pretty much the last time I went there. So that story didn't really have a payoff. I just wanted something to talk about because I don't have anything to say about Metal Slug anymore. I mean, it's a good game. The later enemies, you discover that there's aliens that are kind of in control. Still stands up the test of time. Pretty sure it's on PlayStation Network, Steam, Xbox, whatever the hell they do. So Metal Slug X, I'm giving it a 5 out of 5 Asian people who are really good at Street Fighter out of 5. Also the Nostalgia Award, because this game got me thinking of my past. And I want to mend ties between me and that Asian arcade worker. I know it's not your fault. It's probably you probably don't even like video games, and you're probably just working there for the free parachute army men and erasers. And I'm sorry.